like a fish brains.
The only good thing is that you come back and your body feels strong.
Oh yeah, true.
You know, because it hasn't been taking hidings.
It takes that one hiding away.
Yeah, shit fucking hurts.
No.
How's it feel? Gritty?
It doesn't move. Oh no. Oh my.
So you start with the Sola and then
Real yuck. Real yuck. It sounds so scary, Mark. Oh my god.
That sounds terrible, eh? See that?
Really hit the thing.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, it's stuck. Yeah, sick. That was it. Yeah, it worked. Damn. Woo, that was so far forward, dude. Oh, yeah. Damn. I don't. That was pretty good, I think.
So when I posted up on my Instagram that the first place I was going to be trying out the new metal H blocks by Sola was at a concrete street spot, I got a bunch of people messaging me telling me that I'm going to have a really bad time and that, you know, this is why we don't have metal frames. But I didn't want to believe that, mainly because people said that about the Sola frames in general. They told me I was going to have a really bad time at any concrete ledge, and I found them absolutely fine with the plastic H block at first. So I had absolutely no disadvantage gaining concrete ledges with the Sola frames. So my hopes were high. I thought this was going to be really fun and that this is going to be a really good H block that's going to keep its shape for a very long time and, you know, slide really fast without wax. That being said though, when I first put my foot down on the concrete ledges, it didn't feel like it was going to slide at all. It felt like I was putting my foot on like a ledge made out of like what a road's made out of. Like it felt really grippy. It was like it wasn't going to move at all, which is very scary from the start. I was worried that my session was going to be completely ruined. And yeah, my first impressions when I was trying some H block tricks was it's not possible to skate concrete ledges with these H blocks. I was getting really hung up on all the creases, all the pieces of the ledges that I've never noticed before. I've never felt these bumps in the ledges at all before these H blocks. And that just put me really on edge. It made me really not trust the H block. You can tell just by this clip of me doing the alley-oop sole where my foot's not even in the H block because I'm putting no weight on it. I don't trust it at all. That being said though, it did feel totally fine in all my sole tricks and even top sides. It didn't stick at all then. Around that exact time, Kyle from Sola actually messaged me on Instagram telling me that it's not going to be very fun skating concrete ledges unless you break a groove in like Joe Atkinson does. And I think I did notice that. As soon as I started having full faith in this H block, it started to work and it started to feel really good. Grinding did feel really rough and slow, I will say that. But the sound and that rough feeling was fun. It made me want to go do grinds. And I found, yeah, the more I did it, the more I trusted it, the more it did slide. And I stopped getting really hung up on the bumps once I trusted it and actually put weight on it properly. I think you can tell just from this B-roll that by the end of the session, these H blocks were working fine. I wasn't worried about them anymore. That being said though, if you compare my Royale to Slug's Royale, you can see there's a very clear speed difference here. And that's showing that this metal H block is a lot slower on concrete ledges than the plastic one. So just off my first impressions, I will definitely say that skating this all metal frame like this does put you at a disadvantage on concrete ledges. It's a bit of a handicap. I do not have as much trust in my H block as I normally would, making me really want to avoid any H block tricks, which is kind of sucks. A lot of switch ups and stuff start on an H block trick, so sucks to not be able to do that. The shape of the H block though is so good. It comes down a bit more than the original plastic one and gives a lot better wheel bar protection. I had absolutely no problems with that at all. And I really like the shape of it. I think it's really good. It's a good upgrade from the plastic one. I do really wish there was a plastic version of this H block. I think that would be absolutely amazing. The deeper groove I think is a lot easier to land in and a lot easier to feel that you've landed in. That's probably the one thing I don't like about the original plastic H block. Sometimes it's hard to kind of know you're in the groove because it's so shallow. Just because I do think it's quite a disadvantage at the spot, I don't think I'm going to keep skating this H block. Mainly because there's a competition coming up at that spot and I don't want to be at a disadvantage. You know, I want to be skating my A game, not compensating for a slow H block. So what I'm going to do is try this out on some stuff that's actually made to skate on, like, you know, coping and rail and stuff, and then I'll probably change back to the plastic one. Overall, if you skate a lot of concrete ledges, I definitely do not recommend this at this point, but you know, I only had one session on them, so we'll see. And it does slide, like it does slide on the concrete, so it's not like you can't skate it, it's just going to be very different, and you might actually end up breaking your concrete ledges, which sucks because it really does feel like I was destroying those ledges, but they held up, we're fine. But anyway, yeah, that's it for this B-roll. Stay tuned for an actual review of the H block once I've tested it all out. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Huge shout out to my patrons: Adam, Kevin, Deep Dennis, Fabian, Floey, Mark, Matt, Mike, Nathaniel, Sweet Moves, Tage, and the Book of Grinds. And I'll see everyone on Friday. Peace out.